And we are live. This is the Check-In Show, episode 29 for Wednesday, August 18th of the year 2021. Welcome very much, everyone.
Welcome.
Was that? I don't know. Did I just go sort of like CNN voice?
You did a little bit.
Yes.
Although that's James Earl Jones's voice.
Yeah,
so
no,
that's
I wasn't doing James Earl Jones.
Okay.
Just the intonation.
Yeah, no, he was trying.
Is CNN.
He was trying to do Don Lemon. He was trying to do Don Lemon's voice.
Okay.
Hey,
Who's the guy's got that really whiny voice? I can't remember now.
Claudio?
Don Lemon? No, it's not Don Lemon.
So, I'm having a freezy. That's
yes. There you go.
It's that time of day.
Yes.
Where I'm still brushing sleep out of my eye and having a freezy.
Oh yeah, what a great breakfast! You wake up and the first thing you have is a freezy.
Are you still without AC where you are, Paul? Or
I've always been without AC.
You've always been without AC. Okay.
Yep. And no, I have had breakfast. I've been actually up for a little bit. I've washed my face and all that wonderful morning jazz.
Yes.
But I just still feel like tired. I had a very long day yesterday.
Okay.
So that sort of... Actually, I had a short sleep the night before.
Ooh. So cumulative fatigue. Fun stuff.
No one's asking. No one's doing a follow-up question asking me why or anything.
Why? Why did you have
I'm giving a lead into a story.
Why did you have such a truncated sleep schedule?
By the way, hello to anyone who
everyone.
Watching this.
Yes.
The Check-In Show is basically...
Yes. Do let us know if you're watching.
Yeah, let us know.
Exactly.
Say something in the chat. Give a like, a thumbs up, subscribe if you want. But the Check-In Show is just some friends checking in on each other, making sure everyone is okay.
Claudio is becoming very demanding. Not if you want. You're gonna check in. You're gonna subscribe. Damn it!
Exactly.
Subscribe or die.
So how come you had very little sleep the night before yesterday?
I did the Monday's Am I Right show, which Ben Cardilli puts on, and I ended up closing out the show. I always have trouble winding down after a show.
Right.
Yeah.
And after I got to the venue, I checked my emails and found out that my call time for filming the next day was 5:30 a.m.
Oh, Jesus.
Which meant that I couldn't take public transit, but luckily it was only an hour walk away. 54 minutes according to Google Maps from my house.
6 minutes, give or take.
I was still awake at about 1:40, and I had my alarm set for 3:40. And I got up and I got showered, packed what I needed to take, and went to the set. It was an 11-hour day, and we were filming. The set was supposed to be taking place in Atlanta in February.
Ooh.
Now, temperatures in Atlanta in February don't seem that bad to us as Canadians, but people in Atlanta would dress as if they're cold. So
yes,
I was wearing multiple layers.
My God.
Walking through this park, and I ended up getting one of the longest walks in the longest scene that we shot, which meant that when they were beginning to get short of time and we were worried about it raining, I would have to not only do the walk, but then I would have to run back
to start a second shot
while wearing a t-shirt, hoodie, jacket, and hat.
You didn't get heat stroke?
I kept hydrated. I did get heat stroke,
Good.
But it was of the two scenes. There was the hoodie, jacket, cap, t-shirt combination, and then the other one was t-shirt, cable knit sweater.
Oh my Lord!
Oh
my Lord!
Oh my Lord! And now, okay, my tongue is nice and red from the freezies, but
yeah. I've been to Florida and I've been to South Carolina and that area, Georgia, and all that stuff in wintertime. And I was walking around in t-shirt and cut off jeans and people were looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, well, it's like 70 outside. It's cold. Like, oh God.
They may have also been reacting to the fact that you were wearing cutoff jeans as an adult.
There you go.
Sorry, as a male
Okay,
adult.
jean shorts then. I mean, I don't think they were cutoffs. I think
They were
just
Who
jorts.
jean
wore
You were wearing
shorts?
jorts, jean jorts, jean shorts.
I actually spent first time I went over to Europe was in a February,
Mm-hmm.
and I was walking around Amsterdam just wearing like a t-shirt and a jean jacket,
Mhm.
and people were wearing like their goose down puffy jackets and scarves, and I'm going, it's 10 degrees, people, come on, what's
Yeah, really.
they'd see the like the little Canadian pin I had on, and then they go,
And they
oh,
go,
yeah, next month.
oh,
All
that
right.
makes sense now.
Yeah,
That makes
he's
sense now.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Canadian. So because if he wasn't Canadian,
Yeah.
they would look at you as if you're crazy, right?
You don't let go of the shorts until there's at least 6 inches of snow on the ground.
No. Even there's 15 inches. You take that risk, you still go. You know what? When I was younger, I remember like because I was naive, like what's it, 19-year-old, whatever, and I thought I was cool. So it was one of those days like it was in the holidays. I don't remember if it was exactly on Christmas, but I want to keep wearing shorts, right? So I had to go shovel the snow, and there was like a snowstorm, but I was in shorts. Then a few hours later, I regretted that decision in my life.
Ooh.
I was about
I
to say,
regret
that this explains a lot about you, Claudio.
We were all young and naive back in the day.
Yeah.
Why am I so mean today?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sleep deprivation, perhaps.
Maybe
it's
dehydration of the air conditioning.
it's possible. There is air conditioning in the building. It's just in the basement in a public area, which I can't do the show from. And
Right.
I did have my breakfast down there.
Mm-hmm.
So
So that's where
Maybe-
you'll be
maybe-
spending the rest of the day.
Maybe you're having a Mr. Brain freeze.
That's lame. That's lame.
That's a dad
you wanna
joke.
know something?
I'm not a dad, but I can
Freezies,
make dad jokes because I'm that era.
the Freezies company.
Yes.
The head of that company was interviewed once, and he talked about the changes they tried to make to the product,
Right.
Mhm.
and then people rejected it.
Ah.
So some of the things they wanted to make the sides so they wouldn't cut the sides of your mouth, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like people were going, no, this isn't real. It doesn't seem the same. So like they had to go back to the old style
Yeah.
where it's like
We,
sharp.
we like the razor cuts.
Oh
on
yeah,
there.
I remember. Yeah, no, when I was younger, I used to drink those Mr. Freezes often. I'm like, God damn, like how did I cut? I didn't even. And then I remember, I'm like, it's his goddamn Mr. Freeze. Because back in the day, in the early 2000s, these Mr. Freeze, they were like what, 50 cents, 75 cents. So my friends, I would go. I
I
swear to
remember
God-
when the big ones were like a dime.
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember like back in the early 2000s, like after I would finish school, I would go with some friends. We'd buy 3, 4. You could have gotten them, I think, like 3 or 4 of them for like $1 or 75 cents. So I got like 4 of them, and I just went to the park, and that was our sugar rush. And I'm like, God,
And you later ended up being diabetic.
Yes.
exactly because of those stupid decisions. Actually, nothing beats because I don't know if you saw Gabriel O'Massey's post on Instagram, but he did a video of hey Lisa, how are you, Lisa?
Hey,
So-
Lise, I says.
So Gabriel did the reaction video of someone giving a chimpanzee Powerade. So the chimpanzee had its mouth open, and then there's someone, you see a person's hand pouring Powerade, and Gabriel's like, man, I hope this chimpanzee is not gonna be getting diabetes because he was drinking the whole bottle within less of a minute.
Yeah.
That was hilariously sad. I'm like, just looking at this makes me have more.
Well, it's mostly
diabetes.
glucose and food coloring, so it's like.
No, no, Powerade has the highest sugar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people
Well,
think
that's
that-
glucose.
Yeah, exactly. But no, like I was gonna. This is last week. I was an idiot and I wanted to try Gatorade Zero the day before I saw the doctor, and thank God my blood sugar was at 8.5. And then I'm like, oh well, she goes, oh, what have you been doing that they have all these blood sugars very well. I'm like, well, yesterday I drank Gatorade Zero, and she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I know. And she goes, did you drink the whole bottle? I'm like,
Yep.
what do you want to hear? She goes, you drank the whole bottle. She goes, well, she goes, I don't understand how you're alive. Like, I don't understand like how your blood sugar is not at 18 or 19. But she goes, I'm like, I shouldn't be doing that again. And she gives me that look of, don't do it again. I'm like, got it, got it, got it.
I did see a dietitian for a short period of time, and they said, well, if you like Coca-Cola, try the Coke Zero, but go half and half Coke Zero and real Coke in a glass. I don't.
Heck,
You're a dietitian.
yeah, that's it. You're a dietitian, and you're telling me to drink Coke Zero.
Public health.
I don't know.
Health.
Yeah, but I don't know. But the whole reason, I don't know. But if you see any other dietitian, they're like, avoid any kind of Cokes at all. Yeah, no, Coke Zero has the less. What's that word?
Carbs and sugar.
Yes, no, but there's aspartame. So Coke Zero has the less. Unless I'm thinking about Coke, Diet Coke.
Diet Coke has aspartame. I think Coke Zero has something else.
Yeah. So, but I'm like, if a diet, something like that.
Stevia?
Something like that.
No?
Yeah. Yes.
Stevia?
Mike, you have it.
No, there's Coke Stevia, which is the green labeled stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, why do I know so much about Coke?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I'm wearing a red shirt. I'm really, really nervous about pulling back and showing a Coke label on this shirt.
You should. Distance. You should. Yeah. Sorry. You should.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You should make the distinction between Coca-Cola and Coke. Just saying.
No,
why do I know so much about Coke?
At least it's right. Drink water. That's right. Drink water. Yeah. Water is the best way.
Or vodka on the rocks.
Oh man!
And I just realized I don't have my water with me right now.
Oh,
but you have a bottle of Coke, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, I do not.
Thank God. No, actually, no. Ben Cardilli drinks like when I did the first Am I Right? I see him having like 2 glasses of Coke. I'm like, Jesus. He goes, yeah, I need to get some sugar. I'm like, just drink water. He goes, no. And then he takes like this Coke filled with glasses, chugs. I'm like, just looking at you, Ben. It's making me get diabetes again.
I have a friend that we used to be members of a car club on the South Shore back in the 80s, and we used to have car club meetings on Saturday mornings, bright and early Saturday morning. We'd have our car club meeting, and this guy, I'm still friends with him. He lives in Laval. He's Mike Leetold is his name, and he used to come to the car club meeting with a 2-liter bottle of Coke, and within the 45 minutes that we had the meeting, he would drain that bottle and have another. In the morning.
Jesus Christ.
In the morning. This guy was so wired. He was wired, but he was so low key, but he was constantly drinking Coke. So he must have been like wired, like he was almost like
he could have also at that point. You get to the point that you have difficulty breathing and you need to like that sugar to move stuff.
I think so. Yeah.
Chuck Byrne is a Canadian comic. He's got a comedy now. Very funny individual. Was drinking 2 or 3 2-liters a day of Coca-Cola. And he went through a big transformative weight loss, and that was just because he cut out Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's
any type of soft drink has tons of sugar in it, and if you cut that stuff out, it's miraculous. You shed pounds like nobody's business.
That's true.
And one of the things that people don't seem to realize, okay, this works with sugar and with alcohol. If you have carbonation in your drink, it actually permeates the stomach lining and gets into your bloodstream much quicker. So you get a huge spike of and as it goes through your digestive tract, that spike is maintained for longer. So for somebody who has like predisposition to diabetes and stuff like that, this is horrible. Plus, the more sugar you have in the body turns sugar into 2 things: energy or fat. If you're not burning it all up, you're storing it as fat.
Yeah, that's true.
Hello.
That's true. No, I took well, because before the pandemic, I was at work and I would always have like iced tea or Sprite, and I would drink like four like little cups, like 4 or 5 cups of them a day, and then and then during the pandemic, I'm like, and then I had Sprite. Like I bought like 3 of those big liter bottles of Sprite. I'm like, man, I'm not feeling good. Maybe if I have more Sprite. And I'm like, God damn it! And now
There's lemon in that. There's lemon in Sprite, right?
Yes, it's vitamin
lemon's
C.
good for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Someone asked me at work, like someone wanted a Sprite, right? And someone's like, what's good? Is it Coke or Sprite? And they actually asked, Sprite's good because they have lemon in there. But I wasn't allowed to say that. No, it's the sugar. They don't taste it. Like I wanted to say
Soft
that, but
drinks.
I couldn't. Yeah. And then she goes, oh no, I'll take the lemon Sprite. Yeah, I'm gonna take. And I'm like, you sure? Yeah. And she goes, what size? I'm like, and then I give her like the largest cup we have. I'm like, she goes, yeah, I'll get that. No ice. I'm like, no ice.
Savage.
Yes,
Savage.
soda.
Gonna have the words for you.
Yeah, soda.
Gadget.
Pop, soda, whatever you want to call it, soft drinks. They're just the only reason that they're around is they are a sugar delivery system. They are there to sell sugar sugar.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
All right. Talking about sugar,
Yes.
I just to bring it back to the Mr. Freezies, because there's 3 things that they tried changing,
Yeah.
and then people sort of rebelled and they had to go back to the original. So the cutting the mouth thing. Then there is the acidy taste.
Yes.
You know that little burn that you
That
get
burn,
with
that tart.
the
That tart.
Freezies.
Yeah.
So they had changed the recipe so you wouldn't get that because it's something with the whatever causes it to sort of gel rather than
Right.
and stay mixed instead of settling.
Yes.
So they changed the recipe to not do that, and then people go, well, it doesn't have that burn, and then they also tried to use food dyes that don't stain, and people rebelled against that.
We like our tongue to be purple.
We want the purple tongues, we want the cut lips, and we want to have that like acidy
Burn,
taste
yes.
in the back of our mouth.
Well, yeah, that's the thing because when I was younger, I had 2 of them. Actually, no, 3. I think it was 4. Anyways, so 3 of them.
It was 5 max.
So
5.
6. You had those 8. And,
Yes, and then when you had those 12.
Actually, when I was 14 years old, I bought a whole pack of Mr. Like those little ones. Paul, how many come in a box?
I have no idea.
Okay, so let's say they have 6 or 8, right?
I mean, I could leave this podcast for like 5 minutes to run downstairs and take a look and find the box. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd come back up and there wouldn't be anarchy or something.
So I had so it was like, again, I was like a little teenager, like I didn't know anything about life yet. I bought a whole box, and within a day,
As opposed to now.
exactly, I would finish a whole box of Mr. Freeze in one day.
Ooh.
And ask me how many hours it would take in an hour and a
Oh
whole.
my God.
And then I'm like, man,
It don't feel so great.
Like, what do I have that burning feeling? Okay, no, let me have and then I had like, let me have a sugary dessert. I'm like,
Did you mind freezing them first, or were you just drinking them like
he was mainlining them.
No. I was freezing them because
has your brain like defrosted from the brain freeze yet?
I didn't.
No, it hasn't. Okay.
I didn't. No, hold on. I didn't fully freeze them. That's the thing.
Oh my God.
I only put them in a freezer for like 40 minutes because I was an impatient kid, and I think back then, with my blood sugar going, spiking.
And diabetes was still a surprise.
Diabetes was still a surprise, and now I'm looking back. I'm like, nope, I don't miss any of those sugars. I don't miss any of those desserts. So I'm happy. I'm happy.
It doesn't have Coca-Cola written on the shirt.
I was visiting a friend that somebody I knew who lived next door to my parents place,
Mhm.
and I was visiting. He's showing me his garden, his little landscaping that he did in his backyard, and all the stuff that he planted. And he says, "Oh," he says, "Here, grabs a leaf off a plant, says, here, taste this." And I'm looking at him like, "You're gonna play a joke on me here, right?" And so I gingerly put it in my mouth, and it was stevia. And that stuff is sweet as shit.
Yeah,
I couldn't
stevia.
believe how sweet it was,
Yeah.
and it was like right straight from the plant. It was like, oh wow,
You,
yeah, I could
you,
see why people use this as a sweetener, but it has a little bit of a, I don't know, it has a little like bite to it.
yeah, no,
It's
stevia.
yeah.
If you want, because for me, stevia is I just chop up like one or two pieces max, a little,
Mhm.
because my dietitian was telling me, like, if you just use stevia, just like one or two
Very
chop
little bits, yeah.
very little bits, and put them into, like, your salad to get that little, because balsamic vinegar, if you
Yeah.
notice, is sweet. So if you don't have balsamic vinegar, you could replace the stevia with you could replace balsamic vinegar with the stevia, and you will not notice a difference.
Yeah.
That's why people recommend balsamic glaze.
Yes. Can
Yeah.
you have honey or maple syrup? No,
I
right?
could have honey,
Yeah.
only if my blood sugar is down to a 3.
Okay.
But
It is
I'm
still
just having
sugar.
Yeah.
I'm just having peanut butter on
Mhm.
toast. I'm not touching
There's sugar in
anything
peanut butter.
else.
You gotta watch out, eh? There's
a lot of
yeah,
many
yeah.
sugar in
brands,
peanut butter.
many
Yeah.
brands of peanut butter have powdered sugar in it. So you gotta
Yeah,
watch
no,
that.
no, that's why they told me if I could have the sugar, because I'm only having peanut butter, toast with peanut butter, like
Mhm.
twice, like every morning, because that's when they recommend that you have peanut butter is in the morning, because
Mhm.
usually during the day you're walking, you're doing stuff, so you're burning off that sugar. And if your blood sugar at night around 7 or 8 is at 5.0,
Mhm.
then have peanut butter, so that's going to raise it to a 7. So
Mhm.
then when you test yourself, when you prick your finger and you're going to
Right.
bed, it's
Mhm.
at 7.5. So then the next morning when you get up, it's at 6.
Yeah. My
So
my
yeah.
my wife says that one of the things about peanut butter that makes it okay, that there's been a little sweetness in it. She says the fact that it's sugar with protein
Yeah.
actually helps your body regulate the
Yeah.
sugar,
Yeah.
because protein is important in that,
Yeah.
and peanuts have a ton of protein.
Yeah,
So
that's it. That's it.
yeah.
But there's also Kraft came out with a peanut butter called unsalted and unsweetened.
Oh yeah,
Biggest regret of my life.
it's like
I'm like,
Did you
chewing
pour the
raw
oil off
peanuts.
first,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
no, there's no oil. No, it's not that one. But that one's very good. I when I first got out of the hospital, I tried that, and I hated that with with all my life. And I'm sticking to Jif or Kraft.
Mhm.
there? I have another acquaintance who's diabetic, and he's going, yeah, I have to cut down all these things, but at least I still can have French fries. And then I see him like slather
Ketchup.
it with ketchup on top of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't think
No,
that's exactly the
no,
amount
no,
of.
no, no.
So
I
much
know,
sugar
I
in
know.
ketchup.
Is it? Does he have?
Like-
Sorry, Paul. Oh no, go ahead.
Well, I'm just gonna say it's like, Claudio, you're doing the good thing that it should be by October. You should be off the insulin. Like, you're going to be controlling it with diet, which is awesome, and great willpower to
Thank you.
This person is not in that situation.
Yeah.
But your friend Paul, if you don't mind me asking, does he have type 1 or 2?
I wouldn't be able to tell you right off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, my-
because
It was something that he developed later in life.
Yeah,
So-
that's
Okay.
age onset. It's not the same.
but because it's recommended that I have French fries. Well,
Mm-hmm.
diabetics could have French fries. Just
Yeah.
that if you can have sweet potato fries, it's better. But that is all before each. Well, when I go, like, say, bench or whatever, I'll always have French fries. So because it helps raise my blood sugar just a little bit. So that is why it's recommended. But no, the same thing happened. Like, I have a friend of mine who's same boat as me, and the same thing. Like, you get like a large fries, which you're allowed to get large fries, all right? But then he slaps on mayonnaise and ketchup, and I'm like, my
Mayonnaise
diabetes
is not as
sense-
bad as ketchup. Ketchup
Yeah.
is filled with sugar.
Oh my god!
It's sugar. It's sugar and tomatoes. Sugar and tomatoes. A little salt. Sugar, tomatoes.
Oh yeah, no, but especially in the Italian recipe, how you make pasta sauce, I've seen people add sugar.
Oh.
And I'm like, and then
on you.
Yeah, I tasted it. I'm like, he goes, do you think we need more sugar? No. What you need is regrets. That's what you need.
What you need is a good slap across the back of the head. I'm
trying to work that into a bit one day. I'm writing it down. But I'm like,
we'll work on it. I'm sure you can do something with Nona. Bring Nona into the picture.
Exactly.
Nona comes up behind that guy and smacks him a good one.
Exactly.
It's also like breads.
Yeah, breads are very very full. Yeah. There's many. Especially like commercial loaves, like Weston shit like that. The quote unquote white bread crap. Yeah. That's got a lot of sugar in it.
There's so if you want brown pita breads, there's a good brand. It's called it's Adonis brown pita breads.
Yeah.
If you look at their carbohydrates, I think it's like either 30 or 40 grams. I'm not around there. But if you get those palm brown pita breads, brown ones, whole wheat ones, you're looking at 100. So that's why, like, if you want to have like breads, that's why go with Adonis. They can never go wrong with
being
them.
A grocery store chain in
Montreal.
I don't know how spread it is through Quebec. I'm going to just disappear for a moment, so you guys have full control.
Okay.
All right.
We can get up to lots of trouble like this.
Exactly.
But you're fortunate in a way, Claudio, that you're living in Canada, because in the United States, it's unbelievable how much sugar there is in everything.
Forget it.
If you want to know, I was just speaking about white bread and how it's got lots of sugar in it. You buy bread in the United States. I was with my wife once. We were in South Carolina on vacation, and we were trying to get some just ordinary bread, toast. Make toast in the morning. You want to get ordinary bread. And my wife's the chemist who reads every goddamn label. She says, "Oh my God, this is filled with sugar." Picks up another loaf. This is filled with sugar. Picks up another loaf. This is filled with sugar. Everything. And we bought something that we thought had least amount of sugar. It fucking still tasted like cake. It's like unbelievable everywhere, and you read labels in the United States, everything's got sugar in it, and not just sugar. It's that high fructose corn syrup shit.
Yeah,
because the corn industry is a big, very, very powerful lobby in the United States.
Yeah,
and it's also highly subsidized, so they have to find
it's very subsidized. Yeah, extremely
uses for all the corn.
Yes.
Well. Yeah,
that's why they made it into ethanol for gas companies, Yeah. And but here's the thing about that high fructose corn syrup shit, is that there's a component of that sugar that affects the center of your brain that tells you that you're full, your satiety center, and it actually convinces you that you haven't eaten as much as you've eaten. So you know how portions are huge in the United States? It's because there's sugar in everything. People eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and they're full, and they keep on eating. No wonder you got this obesity problem in the United States. It's unbelievable.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, you're right. But in San Francisco, they don't pass that law because in San Francisco, their soft drinks, they water it down.
Oh yeah.
So when I was in San Francisco, I had like a Sprite, because back then I'm like, I'll stick with Sprite. It was watered down Sprite. Yeah. And then in San Francisco, they don't have they don't have that corn syrup because it's healthier.
Yeah. Right.
But so they go, because comparing it to, let's say, New York, then because when I was in New York, I'm like, what, like the heck? Like I tasted this concentrated Sprite. Like it was thick. I'm like, this is what? I'm like, I even had
it's like they didn't put soda water in it.
Like slush. Like I had a slush compared from San Francisco to New York. And New York, I'm like, man, may as well just take like a pack of sugar, stir it with water and ice and regret and drink it. But in San Francisco, their foods are healthier. Like they're like 5 restaurants that I went to when I was there, and they were actually really good.
Yeah, San
Especially
Francisco's got excellent restaurants. I've been there,
exactly.
I
and
almost
yeah,
killed a friend
oh yeah,
in high school.
Mm.
We did a. I don't know if I told this story because it's related to diabetes.
Marathon, like you, like we're all going through a marathon.
We had a walkathon,
Yeah.
to raise money, and we were close to Martinique Beach, which is a beautiful white sand beach in Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
It's close to my high school, so we did the walk from the high school up there, and then we were having a barbecue. Now on the way, a good friend of mine who's thin and healthy, played soccer. He had to stop several times on the walk to kind of like, so he got behind us quite a ways because he was going into the woods to take leaks, and we weren't putting anything together,
right.
because we weren't as aware of the symptoms of diabetes at that time as kids
Right.
and people are today.
Mm-hmm.
And so he got to where we were, and the school were roasting hot dogs for us, but they also had McDonald's orange drink. I don't know if you're familiar with that. That's where
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
those tubs of syrup that you mix with water, and so by the time he had got there, the jug had emptied. The mixed jug had emptied, and he went over to the table and he picked up the jug of the syrup. Is this the stuff to drink? Because we didn't realize, but his eyesight was so blurry at that time that he couldn't read that it was concentrate.
Oh, and you
so
just
we're
thought,
kids going, yeah, Hugh, that's it. And so he poured
Oh.
himself a glass of that, and he just chugged it. And and then it was like that didn't quench my thirst at all. So he went over to like a water tap and just started drinking water. And then that night he got up, said goodnight to his parents, and then collapsed in front of them.
Wow.
And he went into a diabetic coma.
Oh Jesus.
yeah, I was just speaking of that, I was close. If I didn't go to the hospital, I would have been in a diabetic coma. Yeah.
So that's what happened to him, and then I felt like incredibly guilty because like we were playing a joke on a friend,
Yeah.
like you do with kids.
Yeah.
Like it didn't seem to be a harmful thing. We didn't like hit him with a baseball bat. It's not like
You
we
may
were
as well
playing tag.
have. You probably would have done less damage.
Yeah. Well, he would have been in the hospital, but hey, at least he wouldn't be in a diabetic coma. It's
Did he have any consequences from that? Did he have any long term?
That's when they discovered that he had juvenile diabetes.
Oh, of course, yes.
And so he got onto the insulin and whatnot. He did. In university, he kind of went through like a bout of depression and wasn't regulating his insulin very well and lost his eyesight.
Oh.
But he did get it back.
Okay.
Which sort of gave him a good wake up call. He's now got one of those things mounted on him. He's still a good friend.
An insulin pump.
Now.
no insulin pump and an or
monitor. One of those monitor patches.
I think it's a built-in monitor.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I know. They asked me to if I wanted it, but it was too expensive. So I'm like, no, I'll just do it every 4 hours. I'll just prick my fingers.
He worked for Nortel when Nortel was making money.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
he did all right. And he's got a wife and 2 lovely kids.
Oh, good for him.
And his father was British Navy, and so
nice.
he got stationed to Halifax as a representative, and then the family became Canadians.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And then the whole point of the story is, well, he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay, but
Yeah,
it's
he's okay, but he's staying away from sugar.
Sugar, yes, just sugar.
Yeah.
I mean, like we grew up with Donaires.
Mm.
Like Donaires. By the way, I have found a place. I had a friend find a place, and then I thought it had closed, but I recently went there and discovered that they exist. There are real Donaires in Montreal.
Right.
Okay.
If I'm gonna do, this is not a paid plug whatsoever.
Okay.
I just happen to have their business card handy. It's
Okay.
Frico.
Yes.
It's an Acadian themed restaurant /
cool.
bar.
Yeah.
And it's in it's it's not quite Griffintown, or it's the edge of Griffintown towards Atwater.
Yeah, okay. It's
on Notre Dame. It's not quite as far east as the Corona Theater,
Right.
Which is a lot different than the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's been a lot more people with coronavirus than
it's
Yes.
not.
ever been
It's
in
not.
the
It's not
Corona Theater.
Griffintown. It's Little Burgundy.
Little Burgundy. That's right. It's
Yeah.
it's. I mean, the Corona Theater is right beside the
Yeah.
the Burgundy Lion, so it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
still
it's across
west
from
of
Joe
that.
Beef. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they have a takeout window too, so you can go, and there's a park
Cool.
that the takeout window faces into, so you
Yeah.
can go and you can
Because
order.
I had found that one
Donaire.
place here in the West Island, but they're sort of like they're I don't know Donaire from I don't know the Atlantic Donaire, so I have no
Question: Does that place have like lettuce in it?
No.
Their Donaires?
no
No. Okay.
No.
All right. Then that's a good thing. That's something that people do by mistake often.
okay no
if they
no
don't
lettuce.
know what a
There,
Donaire is.
there was, if I remember correctly, there was tomatoes, onions, that special sauce, and the meat, which
Okay.
I think I had chicken.
By the way,
I'm not
Should be
sure.
Chicken should not be chicken.
Should not be chicken.
No.
Then I had the beef. I didn't have whatever it was that you said don't have. I had the opposite. So
By the way, I on Friday night, I went to Chenoise in West Island. I haven't been there in a long time.
they're still open.
They're still.
God.
I seen here. My friend's like, "Hey, let's go to
I thought they were
Chenoise."
supposed to close 5 years ago.
I we went there. I'm like, no way. Like it was still open. Like
Yeah.
but no, their food was really
Is that
good.
the real name of the restaurant, or is
Yes,
that
that's Chinoise.
Yeah, it's real name.
Chinoise? So it has an e at the end. It's not
No.
chinois.
No, it's
No.
Chinoise.
It's Chenoise.
CHENOY apostrophe S, and there's an
S.
apostrophe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's and I know, like I went. I'm like, holy, the last time I've been here was in 2011. Like, God, like I went there. And like menu did not change. No, obviously I had like the grilled chicken, and then I had the
Have
salad,
the
and
prices
then
gone up?
a little bit.
All right. Then the menu has changed.
A little bit, but the food still. No, but honestly, the food was really like I was happy with my portion of the food, and but no, I'm like, wait, Mike, I was asking the same question, man. We're supposed to close.
They were supposed
like,
to close. They were supposed to have closed 5 or 6 years ago.
But no,
Oh
it's
yeah,
still-
we're closing the restaurant. We're done with the business. I don't know what happened. I mean, maybe somebody came along and took it over.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because the family, I think, because it was a family-run business.
Yeah.
And I think the family were like, yeah, we've been in this game long enough.
Yeah.
We're done.
Same
type
thing
of
with
thing, you know?
Barbie Barnes. There's one more Barbie Barnes left.
Yeah.
And it's in the West Island.
Yeah, it's on Sources, corner
Yeah.
Sources in Brunswick.
The one on was it
Guy
Guy?
Yeah, it closed down.
closed.
It closed.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Closed
Ah,
2
thank God.
3 years ago, I think.
Yeah, thank God it
Oh,
closed.
wow.
That place
I
was
went
horrible.
there. I went there when I wasn't when I first started college, and I went there when I first started university.
Yeah.
Big difference. The ribs were really like this is the second time when I went. The ribs, they were really sweet. Like it was at a
Yeah.
point where I couldn't finish them. The fries, they were like, man, who's this cook? Because it was
Yeah, and
greasy.
I had their chicken. I was not impressed with their chicken. I mean, you want good chicken, go to Chalet Barbecue.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
you get great, fantastic chicken.
Or
but,
right next.
There's nothing real. The original Barbie on Guy. I was there a couple of times, and I was like, people are like, this is a famous place. Why?
Actually, if you want really good chicken, there's a place next to Vaudeville, Coco
yeah.
Rico. I'm never disappointed with that chicken
Yeah.
place. Yeah.
It's the if anything, it's like trying to get other stuff onto the sandwich. Like they don't put any veggies. You know, you have to
Right.
ask for mayo.
Right.
It's just normally the barbecue chicken on a bun, and it's how fresh the buns are.
Right.
Like when it comes to like fresh bread in a sandwich, I don't think anything beats Anteb in Montreal.
Anteb is good. It was good last time I went.
Anteb is it's on. Is it Lincoln? It's on. It's or no, it's on Maisonneuve.
Yes.
So it's between the two exits from the Guy Metro.
Okay.
On Maisonneuve and Anteb, they bake the bread daily, and the stuffings, they put in great stuffings with it, but the meat choices being filet mignon, lamb, chicken.
Oh, I
And
tried
I
the
think they
lamb
do
there.
the ground beef kebabs
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. I tried the ground beef kebab and the lamb. Oh, it was good. It was really good. And then I'm looking back. I'm like,
Grilled, yeah.
Yeah.
grilled,
I
yes.
have hit them once now since I've been double vaxxed, and you know, it's still
Yeah.
great.
Every time I go, I have a craving for a pita somewhere. I always try to find some place that does lamb pitas. I'm not fond of chicken or beef, but if they got lamb, they got my money.
Shut
Oh
up
yeah,
and take my
Antep.
money.
It's not a pita. It is a like a sort of a flatbread, but
Yeah.
it's raised
Okay.
and it's like it's real bread and it's fresh out of the oven.
Yeah.
When they make their sandwiches. For anyone watching wanting to know about Le Frico again,
Yeah.
the only thing that's different from a maritime donaire is that the meat is pan cooked.
Oh, it's not like on a rotisserie.
It's not on a rotisserie spit.
Okay.
But the meat tastes right, but it's cut a little bit thicker, and it's obviously it's from a pan rather than a rotisserie. But somebody has told me that there's laws in Quebec about cooking rotisserie meats.
I think there has to be. Uh,
Because I've seen some places have them, but the
yes,
thing is, it's
the shawarma places have them.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but the thing is, it's there seems to be some kind of strict rules about how it's done that
Yeah.
Yeah.
is just cost prohibitive for most anyone who doesn't make it the main thing.
I know some grocery stores that have rotisserie chickens.
Well,
Yeah,
rotisserie
but
chickens
rotisserie
are
chickens is not the
slightly
same
different, but
as the vertical
Okay.
rotisserie thing.
like the vertical spit rather
Okay.
than the horizontal spits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Basha downstairs at the shopping center downtown. It's on a rotisserie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think
Kojak's do the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
vertical spits as well.
Yeah. Bustan's if the
no,
Bustan.
is it? Oh no, is it? I don't think anymore.
Yes, Bustan still has rotisserie.
The one downtown.
The ones in the West Island do.
Okay, okay. I gotta double check because yeah. Okay.
All right,
Now,
this has obviously been a lunchtime talk.
Gee, I
Concentrating
wonder
on food.
why.
All right, I had a joke that I used to do
Hmm.
that I sort of buried, and I've been trying to figure out why it wasn't working.
Okay.
And it's my Frank the Talking Pig joke. Like it works for a certain point, and then I'm not. I want to see it go further,
Hmm.
but I can't seem to grab it out any further. It has like a soft ending. Too many of my jokes have soft endings. I get good punches along the way,
Right.
and then a soft ending.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy the Frank the Talking Pig. You guys don't remember my joke.
I don't remember your joke. I'm sorry. I think I may have heard it once, but I so long ago, I don't remember it. I don't remember it.
Can
No.
I throw it at you guys, and then you can tell me what you think?
Sure,
I
sure,
get
sure.
To the end.
Sure.
I don't think any animal considers those ribs spare. Right? It's not like Farmer Brown is walking up to the barn and out comes, Frank the Talking Pig going, "Oh, hey, Farmer Brown, I found these ribs out back. They're just extras. Oh, where's Lenny? Well, he's around here somewhere. Probably closer than you think."
Yeah, a lot closer.
I know I'm insinuating that Frank the Talking Pig has killed Lenny and harvested his ribs to give to Farmer Brown, but like, why would Frank the Talking Pig have to kill Lenny? He's a talking pig. Like, he's famous.
Yep.
Like, he's perfectly safe. No one would want to go after Frank the Talking Pig. He probably even has his own reality TV show. Well, all right, I don't know about a reality TV show about a talking pig, so maybe he just talked to the wrong people. Like maybe the mafia is after him. I mean, who other than the mob would actually name a pig Frank?
Yeah, exactly.
Right
Yeah.
now, if the mob catches up to him, his ass is bacon, which is technically the wrong place to take bacon from. And I'm not sure. I think that's a good story, like joke.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, no, I just because I think your emphasis should be more on the
The mob, the mafia.
yeah, the ending. Yeah, no, because when you say Frank the talking pig, I don't know. Like there should be a punch. It should hit strong, very strong around there. Premise is good. It's just that
Mhm.
like the ending. I'm like, all right, like it's clever. Don't get me wrong, it's very clever. I'm just trying. Like I think if you have that, Frank the talking pig, and I'm, and its involvement with the mob, yeah, it could do something around
Lisa,
there.
whoever's watching, if you have anything you want to add in on that
Yeah.
joke, please do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
Continue,
the
Claudio. Sorry.
yeah. Oh no, we're not saying we're not the type of people like, oh, you don't do comedy where we we don't listen to you. No, we're not those people yet.
Yeah.
We'll be on cocaine, but yeah, like I don't have to listen to you, and then after that, just go to bed.
I mean, I think the biggest pop in the entire joke is right at the beginning with the, I don't think any animal considers those ribs spare.
Spare. Yeah.
Maybe you should use that as your punchline.
Well, the thing is that,
You know, you have to set up.
there's no point in introducing the
Yeah.
murderous talking pig.
Pig.
Yeah,
Frank.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's a little softer afterwards, but I think it goes for an absurdity level. Like I have had an audience sort of build with laughter going along with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's been like 1 out of 5 times of doing it.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not consistent or strong.
Maybe if the pig.
I
Maybe
like
if
it.
maybe Frank was like in witness protection or something.
Well, that's what I've sort of suggested.
Yeah. Like Frank's a bit of a ham, anyways, right?
Oh, hey! Lisa's only advice to us is to drink
water.
Yeah.
Yes, she knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
So-
because I used to go into. I had variations where I talk about, I do the ham pun. I'd also talk about how big and famous he was. Like he was actually Pork and Miss Piggy.
Mm-hmm.
All these different things to go with the pig puns and how famous he was, and then
Right.
none of them really got. They sort of interrupted the other laughs that like could be had. So I don't know. That's it. This is the dilemma of joke writing.
Maybe if Frank partnered up with had a partner named Beans, Frank and Beans.
We don't need something about Mary.
I don't know. I don't know. It's
I don't know, because there's a certain level of absurdity in some of my jokes.
yeah.
Most jokes have some level of absurdity. So the whole premise of a joke is that here's something that I'm gonna lead you down the garden path, and then I'm gonna pull a twist on you, and there's some absurdity involved.
Well, if you remember my bus seat joke,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
The big punchline in that isn't absurd. The guy suggesting that I stand up so his kids could have a seat, and me suggesting that he should have pulled out. Right? That's
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that was the absurdity. But yeah, no, it's
it's not absurdity. And baseball bat tag is
Yes. Baseball
That's a game I
bat
played
tag
as a
is
kid.
great. It's great. I love the
Yeah.
baseball tag
yeah.
joke. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I can so see you playing that, actually.
Oh, what's the newest joke that each of you have written? Let's hear.
Okay. Let me think.
While you're thinking, Claudio's got his queued up.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Go.
So all right, so I got diagnosed with diabetes, so I had to go get a blood test. So the results came back. My blood is 100% street Colombian sugar. So if anyone's looking for blood, if anyone needs blood after the show, we can go in the alleyway and I'll give you blood.
You can hook a brother up.
Yeah, exactly. That's my new one, and then I have another one where
I can hook your brother up for dialysis.
Exactly.
But a lot, no, but that last part is, so I could do like a little bit of crowd work, but that's not my punch. My punch is I'm 100% street. Wow, my blood is 100% street Colombian sugar. So
Yeah.
that's my punch.
I would drop the word street because
Yeah.
you're stumbling over it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if it's nothing on the street is 100%. That's
Yeah.
a thing. It's always
Okay.
It's always
by
cut.
the time
It's
it gets
always
to the
been
street, it's been cut.
several
Okay.
times. Yeah. Usually. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
my blood is 100% Colombian
Colombian
sugar.
sugar. Perfect. All right, thank you. And then I have another one, which
Mhm.
so it's basically because with background people, right? Because I encounter this is a true story. Background people are usually weird, right? There's this guy comes up to me very sweating, and he goes, "Hey man, like we have to get the scene right. We have to do everything." But I'm like, "Hey, relax. We're background people. We're supposed to enjoy what's going on, pretend to have a good time." Meanwhile, these two ladies walk in, and that's the last time I was on casting couch. Not a big pop. Okay, but I'm still gonna.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's Claudia. You should be above doing the porn jokes now.
Yes, I think so.
All right, Mike. What do you got?
I've got one. I got one that came to me just the other day. Somebody was mentioning something about,
Mhm.
and it's like, is there a specific term for sneezing and farting at the same time? Because that was the most embarrassing prostate exam ever.
Snart.
There is a word for it.
Yeah, snart.
Snart. Okay.
Yeah, snart.
A snart? Okay.
Yeah. A snart
Okay.
is
Don't
yeah.
snart in your don't snart on your doctor's hand.
Well, I mean, if your doctor is into those kind of okay.
Well, yeah.
Man.
I think you could you can evolve that. You can just change up the setup. Somebody told me that snart that if you sneeze and fart at the same time, it's called a snart.
Right.
I just call it the most embarrassing prostate exam ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it still.
I was going to work on it.
It needs to be worded changed.
I wrote it out very quickly when
Mhm.
I did, and I was going to rework it, and that's a really good rework, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, the ending still needs to be so prostate
Yes.
exam.
Ever.
All
Yeah.
I know is I was really embarrassed at my prostate exam. So that is
Yeah. Yeah.
I did this one as a tweet just this week, but I'm
Yeah.
kind of happy with it because I did drop it in front of two crowds.
Right.
I'm sort of longing for the days of the polio vaccine. When people would refuse to take it, we would just break their legs. That explains all the wheelchairs, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, that's why. Or beat the crap out of them, and that explains the iron lungs.
That too.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to go that dark.
No, that was really dark. Yes, I went the extra way. I went the extra bit.
Yeah.
A little too much,
Everybody,
Mike.
we
A
are
little
just
too much.
we are wrapping up.
Yeah.
We just tried out a couple jokes on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So, Paulie, what do you have tonight?
Tonight, my good buddy, the Love Doctor, is going to be hosting Vaudeville. I think.
Good on him.
I think it might be sold out, but there is a chance that there's still tickets available. Or if there's any last minute cancels, some seats will be available. So you can always try at the door, or you can try reserving now by going to the Wiggle Room MTL website. Just search Wiggle Room Montreal. And the event is called the Vaudeville. We've got an amazing lineup tonight. If I can just go through who's going to be performing. Our previous week's Monarchs of the Mountains are going to be there. That's Wild Delilah and Lucas Choi Zimbel. We have comedy stylings of Randy Comey and Vanessa Lepine. We have the return of Moonshine Sunshine, a burlesque performer. The first performance since the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
Carlos Candido, who does comedy, also does music, and he's going to be performing music as well. So it's a rather fun lineup. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. What else? There is. I get some other stuff coming up. Like They Talk Funny. We didn't have a They Talk Funny yesterday, but we do have a They Talk Funny next Tuesday, and I've got John Wessling on, who veteran from Last Comic Standing. He is a Texas-based comedian, so we're going to be talking to him about comedy writing, and also what's happening in his state right now.
Yeah, wow.
And how things are.
Mhm.
We've got the BattleCom is coming up at the end of the month. Don who's not here, is going to be on that, along with Jason Hatrick, Scott Andrew Carter, and Jim Mendrinos, the author of this book right here, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Writing to Comedy Writing. So
Is he going to be participating online? Is that it? It's all online.
He will be there. It's a live show.
Okay.
Tune in so you can vote.
Okay.
I'm missing something. What else do I do live? I do this live. I do They Talk Funny live. I do BattleCom.
Mhm.
Oh, my good buddy, the Love Doctor, is going to be back, of course, this Sunday. One of his guests will be the incredible Foxy Lexi Brown.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's going to be a sexy show, and that's been a lot of fun.
Nice.
Where is it? Just a second. I just want to take a quick look. The stream shows, which I don't include this among the stream shows that I do. We've got 20,000 views now. Over 20,000 views between the Love Doctor, BattleCom, and They Talk Funny. So
nice.
I know you guys have
you, everybody.
Yeah, you guys have been going out to live comedy. I have not gone anywhere yet because it's still the Delta variant is still very much on my mind. So when you guys go out, be absolutely safe, guys. Stay, take all the precautions necessary, because
the Wiggle Room is wants to protect its audience members. So we are. I mean, we're participating. We're taking numbers and names for contact tracing.
Excellent.
We also have plexiglass between the different seating areas. No one can stand up without a mask on until they are on stage.
Yeah.
We limit people on stage to we've had duos who are in a bubble who would be on stage without a mask. But that's it. It's usually one person, and everybody who's performing has their own microphone.
Yeah, so I've gotten my own microphone as well. So when I do come back, I will definitely be traveling with my microphone. So.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
well, thanks
Claudio,
everyone who did tune in.
What about your shows, Claudio?
So I have the Dirty Four open mic. By the way, mid-September, we're looking for another location. But Thursday, I'm doing that. Friday, I'm doing a bilingual show at Marche à la Côte. It's a bilingual show by Eric Suarez. So it's mostly French comedians. I'm going to be the only one doing bilingual. Then I'm doing 3 shows in the Montreal Comedy Festival. I'm doing Punchlines, which is, then I'm doing Drop the Mic, and I'm doing Funnier Things, and then I'm doing Sloppy Sundays, and then September I'm at the Nest. So it's gonna be something.
Very
well.
cool.
I'm hoping things continue the way they are now, but I'm very much afraid as soon as the kids are coming back to school now, I'm afraid there's going to be a spike in September, and I don't like the way things are. I don't like the portents of things right now.
Yeah,
it's not showing signs of, not showing things getting better. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It could only get worse. So, on that note, sorry, I'm bringing everybody down, but I'm trying to be realistic. It's stay safe, keep your distance, wash your hands, wear your masks, get vaccinated.
Yeah,
the big four.
The big four.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Make sure you are taking care not of just yourself, but of other people. That's where wearing the mask becomes super important.
Yeah.
I also want to be. I'm very thankful for the fact that filming is ramping up in Montreal again, and so I've been doing a number of shootings, and I have some more shootings coming up, including some stuff off island, which I'm still not sure how I'm getting to. But that's the way it goes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, everybody.
All right. Cheers. Take care.
Take care.